Hello, my fellow real estate investors. Once again, the one and only Ricardo. I had a couple of my followers indicate what is the best way to find homes under value. And if you are, first of all, I suggest using a realtor. That's the first thing. Now, through the first procedures, you go on MLS. There's a couple of things I suggest and I personally look at when I'm looking for homes to try to buy them below market value. And there's a couple of things. Number one, right here, you're going to look at homes on MLS that are vacant. You go through the pictures, you'll see these homes have no furniture in them. This could indicate a couple of things. Could indicate that generally, what I've found the most often is individuals, they fall in love with a home, they buy another home, put an offer on it, they move to the new home, and now they're paying 2 mortgage payments. So those individuals are going to be motivated to sell. So when you're looking on the MLS, look for vacant properties, pictures with no furniture. It could also be a renovation if everything's brand new, and those individuals have a lot of carrying costs as well, and they'll be motivated to sell as well. Now, if it is renovated, those individuals want to lock in a profit, so they're only going to sell it for a specific value. But look at also days on market. If the home is on the market for a significant amount of time, those investors are going to get a little bit worried, and they're going to start to decrease their price, and you'll get it for a better price. So that's one thing. Second thing is if you're speaking with anyone, if you know any family members, in Canada, divorce rates are close to 50%. So if you hear of any divorce situations, it's not taking advantage of people. They're more worried at this point in their personal well-being, and they just want to break things up, sell the home, move on with their lives. It'll actually work as a win-win situation. You'll take the home away from their hands, and they'll start a new life because most likely they can't even bear to look at their partner, so they will sell their home at a reasonable price below market value. And that's the second thing I would look at. Any divorces you hear of, there's different ways you can do this, legal, illegal. I'm not going to get into it. You could do your research and go from there. Third thing, the first time I bought a home, it was this third way. It's an estate sale. The individual in the property, she died. Her kids were living out of town somewhere up north. They didn't want anything to do with the home. What happens, I put in an offer, closing day right away. They didn't want 90 days closing like most people because they're trying to sell their home. I was just buying it for an investment. So the good thing is I'll take possession right away. They also had to have some renovations. I said, don't worry about the renovations. Let's just decrease the price by $5,000-$10,000. I'll deal with the renovations, and I'll take it out of your hands right away. The kids were happy with that. They got paid out, and now I got a home below market value, at least $55,000 I made right off the bat. And that's even before when all the appreciation started coming in Toronto, starting in 2008, 2009 after the recession. Third thing or fourth thing, I don't even know. Relocation situation. There's a lot of people that work as RCMP, police officers, anyone that works in the army. They relocate a lot every couple of years. Those individuals, they're paid to move, so if they incur some losses, their companies, generally the government, gives them an allowance to move. So they're just looking to sell their homes. If they are moving, they don't want to be dealing with their homes halfway across the country, so they will sell it at a reasonable price, knowing that the government is going to recoup any of their losses. So that's another way to find good homes under market value, is relocation situations. Another thing I would suggest would be just financially motivated sellers. If you, just as a divorce situation would be one of them, anyone that their financial circumstances has changed during a recession, a lot of people losing jobs, a lot of other investors you may know through investment groups, what happens is they lose their job. They bought, unfortunately, as I indicated in my other video, do not buy homes that are generating negative cash flow. The reason is you're paying that out of your pocket, and if you lose your job, you're not going to be able to hold on to those homes. And guess what? They really want to get rid of them right away so it doesn't affect their credit. And it does work as a win-win situation. You get a home from another investor or an individual under market value. They wipe their hands clean. They can worry about, renting at in an area that's a lower value in the city that they can afford, and just get back to their feet and figure things out. And you win also by helping them out that way, but also you get a home under market value. And I think that was number 5. The 6th thing, or let's just say, we're going with this 5 thing. So let's just say the 5th thing again. I would say look for homes that are appraised below value. A lot of people think when sellers sell home, it may indicate on the MLS with appraisal, selling below appraisal. Speak with a real estate agent. They generally have access to these appraisals. So if you see an appraisal, the home is appraised at $300,000, but the individual is selling the home at $280,000, $275,000. You know this seller is motivated, looking to get rid of the property, especially if they know that's the value of the home and they're selling it below. Their personal circumstance, something has happened, could be divorce, could be estate sale, could be just their personal circumstance. They want to get rid of the home, investment that didn't work out well. A lot of investors that I know get in homes, they don't know what they're getting into, and then, it all goes sour. They buy negative cash flow, and they just want to wipe their hands clean of it, even if they take a loss. They don't want those carrying costs anymore. And that's when a savvy real estate investor, such as yourself, takes over and alleviates their pain. And in the meantime, you get a home under market value. So those are the 5 things I would look at to get homes under value. Once again, to your success, all the best. Oh, and just so you know, I got Invisaligns, so this gap here that I lost playing hockey, it's going to get clean. $6K, no biggies. To your success.